Jake Hill, we're at Donington Park, opening weekend of the season. Been a long time coming. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well. I'm glad to be back. It's been a busy month actually leading up to this. Been at Croft, a media day last week, and obviously now here we are. 2024 champion. That still sounds good, doesn't it? Even all these months after.
It sure does, mate. I mean, it's it's quite literally a dream come true, and we all worked incredibly hard, as a team last year to try and achieve that number one spot, and we did it. So it was obviously a thrilling end to the season with me and Tom's fight to the very last round. But it all worked out, and yeah, looking forward to 2025 now.
Yeah, definitely. I asked the same question to Tom last week actually, and I said, how much does your end of season result impact your off season and your winter? Because you've had mixed results all through the years, haven't you? And that you're going to have different outcomes, I suppose, over the winter, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we obviously finished the year as champions, and it does. It's nice actually arriving in the paddock with number one on the car, and you feel happy because you're in a good place mentally with how everything finished last year. The only sort of spanner in the works is obviously we have a rule change this year with the lack of hybrid. Hybrid's gone, and that's taken about 70 to 80 kilos out of all of the touring cars up and down the grid. So it has shifted things, and you never really know where you stand until qualifying in terms of outright pace. So it's a little bit of an unknown going into this year compared to other years, but still we feel good. We're still absolutely one of the best cars, and we just got to make sure we make it count this year.
The car's feeling a little bit like how they did prior to hybrid, sort of 2020, 2019 kind of time?
I don't know, because this, I've only driven a BMW in the hybrid era since 2022 to 24. I drove it all 3 years of the hybrid era, so I don't know. But in terms of weight distribution and all that sort of stuff and how it's affected the cars have gone very much back to how they were in 2020, 2021, that sort of mark, and the history showed those cars were pretty good in that era. So fingers crossed, we're looking for the same.
Very much so. I can tell, full focus is, rightly so on this year. How quickly does sort of your attention change from enjoying last year's championship win to then the next season? Because I know you racing drivers, you're always keen to get onto the next thing, aren't you?
We are, absolutely. I mean, I've had quite a busy off-season myself, racing in other series this year, and I haven't really had much time to sort of think too much about the what ifs of this year and how to prepare and stuff. But I'm more prepared than ever. I'm definitely probably the least rusty driver on the grid with the amount I've been racing. So feel more than happy, more than prepared. It's just a case, like I say, a bit of an unknown going into qualifying, really.
Good. The grid's looking really good, isn't it? And I think it's going to be more competitive this year. The cars, it's a bit of an unknown. So I think the fans are in for a pretty exciting year, aren't they?
They are. The grid is 100% stronger than it's been in the last couple of years, I would say, in terms of, we got Josh back in the Honda. He looks pretty competitive, obviously, for media days times as well. And we got the likes of, Camish and stuff who seem to have really stepped up this year in pre-season testing at least. So, it's looking really close for the title fight again. Hopefully I'm still in with a chance. It's going to be great, and hopefully it's going to mean that from a fan's perspective it's going to be really really interesting and hopefully unpredictable.
I think all the usual suspects will be up there, but have you got any picks for any dark horses this year?
I think Josh is my dark horse pick. I feel like he's got a bit of momentum behind him again, being back in his favourite car. Yeah. He always tells me that was his favourite car. So, Josh is my sort of dark horse pick. Other than that, the usual to be there.
Just to finish off, Donington Park this weekend, it's going to be good to just sort of kick-start off the season, get some good points on the board, and I know you'll have high standards. You've done well here last few years, so podiums and race wins is a minimum, I suppose.
Yeah, for me, podiums. I don't expect to go winning straight away. Like I say, we just don't know. No one really knows where they are at the moment. But if it's on the cards, amazing. If not, I'd like to at least try and get a podium this weekend.
Absolutely, sounds good. Jake, great to see you again, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.